And Bonds hits one high. It's a deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bonds stands alone.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open. Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Taproom Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Stacks. On Stacks. We finally got all three of us together back again. Ben is back from Cancun, although he made a guest appearance.
I was there on Tuesday.
He made a guest appearance.
Not really there, but I was there.
Big ballin' Ben Larson. And we got Swerving Irving Washington. We are live Sunday night after Game 7s of the Eastern Conference semis, Western Conference semis, which we're going to get into very shortly. NHL playoffs. We're about to get into the conference finals. We have one Game 7 on deck on Monday night, which we'll talk about as well. Oilers versus Canucks. And then also we got a lot of Major League Baseball to talk about. A lot of stuff going down this in the last week since we spoke. So got a big show on deck. Thank you for joining us. We'll be live until we finish. We are being brought to you by the Sharps app, SHARPZ. Download it to your mobile device. Use promo code JORD517. It's free to download, free to use. Track your bets. Become a better Sharps app. With that being said, Ben, quick recap of Cancun.
Fuck. Alcohol. More alcohol. Cigars. No, it was dude, it was beautiful. Going to the beaches, sitting at the pool. We went fucking snorkeling. We went swimming with dolphins. We did all that shit and drank a lot of fucking.
Because swim with dolphins in Santa Cruz, bro.
You can't swim with dolphins in Santa Cruz.
Though they're at Manresa Beach.
Well, yeah, but like you can't actually swim with them.
Yeah, I mean it's a little risky, but yeah.
Yeah.
They're there.
They are there, but I actually got to fucking hold on to the motherfucker's dorsal fin
and swim with it?
And swim with it, yeah.
So you were like fucking
freewheeling it, or flippering it.
Flippering.
I was gonna say freewheeling it, but
so
no,
you were abusing wildlife animals, is what you're saying.
We don't look at it that way, but yes, I was.
Did they have were their dorsal fins like tilted to the side?
No, they were straight.
Okay, so they're at least getting treated.
You said something about swimming.
You don't swim.
Yeah. We had life jackets on, man.
It's not that I don't swim, because I can't swim, motherfucker. So it's a cold thing.
I still think you're lying to us when you say that shit, dude.
Bro, why do I have to lie? I don't know how to swim.
That's crazy, bro. So you never like gone in a swimming pool?
Nah, I've been in a swimming pool. I just don't jump in the deep end.
Yeah.
And I go in the ocean sometimes, but I don't go out that far.
I mean, dude, even if you know how to swim, dude, like you have to be good at swimming, is particularly in the ocean, to go deep into the ocean, because like currents and shit, like you can actually. Get,
when it's riptide time, I ain't going nowhere near the water.
I mean, like people are like, oh, I know how to swim, and they like, go out in the ocean and shit, and like they don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's like, bro, swimming in a pool is 100% different than swimming in the fucking ocean, dude.
If I didn't know how to swim, I would be swimming in a pool, not the ocean. Fuck that.
There's so many times, like as a kid, that you're like boogie boarding, and you're just like looking back, and it's like, how did I not die? Like, I just got slammed to the fucking ground and like boogie trampled by waves.
I've never been on a boogie board, never been on a surfboard.
Surfing's tough, man. It is. It is a wild sport.
Never turn your back to the ocean though. One of my big brother found out the hard way.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll take a fucking wave to the neck and
don't fuck with Mother Nature.
Yep.
We start throwing up. That shit was terrible.
Yeah.
Damn. Sunday night, obviously, fellas. get 2 game 7s we got today. The first one was fucking trash. I was shocked by the I was shocked by the
reason. Not the Knicks. The Pacers set a record, right?
Set a record. They shot 68% from the field, or 70. I don't know if it was 70. Was it 71% or 68% for the entire fucking game? I mean, it was just insane.
Yeah,
bro.
I know in the first half it was 77%.
77% in the first half, bro. Like they didn't miss.
And 67.1 for the whole game.
For the whole game, dude. Just like, and the thing is like Irv and I were talking in the morning too about this, and we were like, talking about the total, and he was like, the Pacers play fast, like it's probably gonna go over, and I was like, yeah, but game 7s, dude, like every game 7 goes under because it's like, the teams like they don't shoot as well, their buttholes are tight.
The pace slows down.
Yeah, but this game was like, and honestly, the pace wasn't even that fast, to be honest. Like it wasn't a quick pace until like the fourth quarter. It was just the fact that the Pacers, they just didn't miss. Yeah, they just didn't miss. It was insane, dude, and like, and for a team that like had 2 guys that had played in a game 7 in NBA playoffs before, it was surprising to me. Like I did not expect the Pacers to come out, but like I didn't play a side in this game because like I leaned the Knicks, but I was like, bro, the Knicks are like running out of bodies, dude. Like they don't have enough guys left, dude, to like be able to compete. And then they lose Brunson in the third quarter, and it's like, okay, now they're definitely fucking toast. Dante DiVincenzo's Dante did what he could. He put up 37 points, had a hell of a fucking game. Alec Burks played a great game too, but I mean, they just didn't have enough bodies at the end of the day. And the Pacers end up winning that series. So we got Eastern Conference Finals, the Pacers and Celtics. And as a Bucks fan, I'm sitting here and I'm like, fuck both these teams. You both kiss my fucking ass. But also I'm like sitting here and I'm like, bro, if the Bucks were healthy, dude, like what the fuck? We're in the Eastern Conference Finals right now.
Yeah,
easily. And that shit hurts. It hurts my soul. 2 years in a row, bro. We haven't been healthy, so that's part of the game. But what do you guys think about that Knicks Pacers series, Game 7, and like kind of looking forward to this Boston series? I know, Irv, you and I talked about this the Pacers Celtics a little bit earlier, but what do you guys think?
And we talked about it for the last 2 weeks or so, is that it was the Knicks were just biding their time until it was going to be over, because they don't have the bigs that they needed. They don't have, they still have a lot of holes, and they still have a lot of guys that are developing. So this team is going to be good for a couple of years, but this was borrowed time for them. So
this team's trash,
and they're going to be good. They're not going to be great.
This team should have lost to Philly if we're keeping it a buck, dude.
Yeah, no, exactly. So they're going to be good. They're going to make the playoffs, but they're not going to be outstanding. So again, this was borrowed time. It's surprising to see the 6 get all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, but they had an easy route as well. So my question is, how quick are we going to see the Celtics just kind of run through the Pacers? Is it 4 games or is it 5?
Well, Irv and I were talking about it earlier, and the Celtics always play down to their competition per se. Like they should have ran through Cleveland if we're keeping it a buck, but like there's always going to be a game or two where they're just going to like fucking give away. So I'm not going to say it's going to be a sweep, but I do think it's going to be a gentleman's sweep. I do think that they win in 5 games, and they should pack them up pretty quickly. I just think as far as this series is concerned, like I just think like Boston matches up very well, even without with KP. I think they sweep them. Without KP, Drew can handle Halliburton, and then I just don't know if the Pacers have a person or 2 people that can guard Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and then along with how well Derek White has been playing, it just makes it so difficult to defend them on the perimeter. And I don't think the Pacers have the personnel to do that. However, Pacers can score, dude. You know what I mean? Like they can score with the best of them, and they've shown that. But they haven't been good on the road, right? They lost. They basically only won, I think, 2 road games all playoffs, right? Game 7, and then they won game 6 in Game 6 in Milwaukee, and they won Game 2 in Milwaukee, I think. But Milwaukee was like also fucking hella injured, so. But regardless, like I just don't think that they have the personnel to match up with Boston in the long term. Now, do they win a game? Sure, they probably win a game, just like Cleveland did.
Doesn't Porzingis come back game 3?
Are
they expecting that?
Nah, they're saying he's not gonna be ready till the finals.
It's in the finals, but if he's not ready by now, I don't think he's coming back at all.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back because it's a calf injury, dude. Those are tough, bro. I mean, you saw
his calf can lead to his Achilles.
Yeah, you saw OG try to come back today. OG lasted like 3 trips up and down the court, and then he's like, "I gotta come out, bro." Yeah, he couldn't make it. I mean, the calf.
Yeah, just putting all that strain on your calf, your Achilles gonna snap.
Yeah, calf's extremely difficult, especially at that big, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that was the same shit Giannis was dealing with, and Giannis was out. That was like 4 weeks at the end of the series versus the Pacers, and he wasn't close to coming back.
Yeah, so. And if you rush him back, you get a KD situation.
Yep. So I don't know if Boston's. I don't know if they're gonna get KP back, which eventually we'll talk about when it comes to the finals, how that's gonna affect the finals. But yeah, man. Well, let's hop into the Western Conference. So last night, Saturday night, Dallas packed up OKC in Game 6. OKC's on their way out. I tweeted out a tweet saying that the Thunder will be back. They're a good young team, and it's been quote tweeted like a million times already, and people are like, oh, we've heard this story before, as if the Thunder aren't like fucking 22 years old and shit. I don't know if I can understand what people were talking about, but we got Dallas and we got Minnesota. Minnesota goes into Denver against the champs. Game 7. Ant has a bad game. We were talking about this before we went on live on air. I mean, if you told me Ant only scored 16 points on 24 shots, fellas, and they win the game, I would be like, yo, buy me a lottery ticket. Like, there's no chance. But they won. Because Cat was good. Jaden McDaniels was good. Naz Reid was good. And to his credit, Rudy Gobert was good in the second half as well. I mean, this is going to be a phenomenal Western Conference series. I don't know if it's tough to pick against Luka and Kyrie, dude. It is. And I love Ant-Man. And AK wanted me to shout out that he loves Ant-Man as well tonight. Because he's on the show. But this is a tough series to pick, bro. What do you guys think about? Well, first of all, let's talk about the Wolves Nuggets series first. Like, what was your guys' thoughts on that series? Because I mean, it was a wild series. The Wolves won the first 2 in Denver, then they lose the next 2 at home, and then they lose Game 5 at Denver. And teams that win Game 5 win series like 75% of the time, and then the Wolves win Game 6 and Game 7. What was your guys' thoughts on the series? Because it was wild, dude. And none of the games were close. But none of the games were close, except for tonight. Tonight was the closest game. And what did the Wolves win by? Like 10? 8, and it was the closest game of the series, dude.
Yeah. I mean, you've had 45 points.
Yep, in Game 6.
In Game 6. What was it? 15 in Game 5, 8 in Game 4. So another close one there. 27 and 3, 26 and 2, and 7 and 1.
Yeah,
Jordan got a fucking tweet with 3.5 million views.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he only really did get retweeted 6 times.
No, it was retweeted.
No, I'm just kidding.
It was quote tweeted. But I mean, it wasn't like everyone's quote tweeting it saying that I'm stupid for saying what I said. Like, but like, dude, I said the Thunder will be back. Like, okay, they're gonna be back in the Western Conference semis. Like, is that really that crazy to say? Like, what the fuck?
They young. They got 1,000 draft picks.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, I didn't even think it was like a controversial tweet, and everyone's like, "Oh, we've seen this story before."
They won the Western Conference this year.
Yeah, and they're like 22 years. Like, everybody on that team's under 24, dude. And I'm outrageous for saying that, dude. Like, I'm out of pocket, dude. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
It's been a lot. There's been a lot worse things tweeted on Twitter. Like your boy Skip Bayless saying that Johnny Manziel was gonna make Cleveland forget about LeBron James.
Well, they did, and the fact that they were like, "Fuck, we wasted a pick on Johnny Manziel."
Yeah.
What's our thoughts about the Wolves Nuggets though?
Topsy turvy. It was the series, like you said. Most of the games were blowouts.
Yeah, it was crazy.
The closest game was Game 7, and that one almost ended in a double-digit win. The Nets went on a little run at the end, but shit, the Nuggets was up like, the Wolves was up like 12 with like 3 minutes left.
Yep.
11 or 12, so
it got down to 5, and I was like, "Holy shit, they're really about to blow this shit."
Yeah, they're about to blow this. I'm like, damn. Yeah, this series was up and down. Shit, it looked like the Nuggets could have got swept because they lost the first 2 games at home. But shit, look. Well, game 1 was pretty close. It was 106-99, even though I didn't feel that close, but that was a final score.
Yeah, it felt like a blowout, to be honest.
Yeah, game 2, the Timberwolves won by 26. Game 3, the Nuggets won by fucking 117-90, so they won by 27.
Damn, you're good at math. Like it.
I just said all those numbers too.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a crazy series because like it was really like, you know.
Oh, you're good at math, motherfucker. Fuck you. But yeah, Rudy Gobert stepped up, man. Even though he was getting his ass cooked on offense on defense by Joker, but he held tough. He responded on the offensive end, made his free throws.
I thought Cat stepped up huge too.
Cat stepped up huge too because those first 2 games in Minnesota,
he looked like shit.
He went missing. He was Man in Black. They did that little shit.
The biggest thing too, or in the sense of Cat, is like I always feel like whenever he's not good offensively, like he just disappears on defense, dude. And like he's, remember at Kentucky, when he was at Kentucky, I know I'm going back to college, but when he was at Kentucky, he was such a good defensive player, dude. Like that was why he got drafted number 1, because he was like such a great defensive center, dude. Such a good rim protector.
He was a two-way player.
But I mean, he didn't even showcase the offensive game at Kentucky. It was really all defense at Kentucky. Right. And then he showcased that a little bit in the series, but in games 3 and 4, it was like his shot wasn't falling, and then he was like trash on defense. It's like, bro, like you're almost becoming unplayable. You know what I mean? But like once his shot starts falling, he starts playing defense a little bit. But he has to balance that. He has to figure that shit out, dude. And shout out to Ant, because Ant, he was awful today, dude, on offense.
Yeah, even when he was awful on offense, but he was their best defender. Shit, he shut Murray down in the second half.
He shut Murray down in the second half, and he didn't hang his head and be like, I can't hit a shot and shit. Like he did anything he could to help his team. I thought he could have been a little more aggressive in the first half. I thought he was really passive. And he mentioned it in game 6 too. He was like, I was really passive in games 3, 4, and 5. And I was like, I got to be more aggressive. And I didn't feel like he was that way tonight. And I thought it was going to cost them, but it ended up not costing them because Kat, Nas, and Jaden McDaniels were so good. So, I tip my hat to them. And, going against Dallas, so this is a new animal, bro, because you got to deal with Luka.
Yeah, Dallas can defend. They can switch everything, and they can shoot the fucking lights out if you give them.
And now you got guys like Derrick Jones Jr. there shooting well. PJ Washington's playing well. You also have Derek Lively Jr. and Daniel Gafford. You got 2 bigs that are playing well. So this is gonna be a crazy good series, bro. I'm very excited. I think the series goes 7. I think the value is on the Mavericks in the series. Although I want to pick the Wolves, dude. I do, but it's just so tough going against Luka and Kyrie, bro, because if that game gets close, bro, it's so hard to just shut Luka and Kyrie down, bro. It's just like
put Luka at the line.
Because they can create their own shot, they can make dudes better, they finishing at the rim. And if Cat and Gobert get in foul trouble this series, it could be some long nights.
I know Luka and Kyrie weren't good from the free throw line in the last series, but it's tough, man. Like you just can't like when you get into a close game with those two, bro. Like,
I know you just can't foul. I know.
well, I mean, not just. I mean, maybe the strategy is a
Let
foul.
alone fouling them, just stopping them.
Yeah, stopping them is just so tough because like they can do whatever they basically want because they're so good. They're so skilled.
Yeah.
There's very like imagine if Denver
I
had
know how skilled they are.
imagine if Denver had two Jokic's and like Jamal Murray's a great player, bro. But Jamal Murray is not Kyrie Irving and he's not fucking Luka Doncic, dude. And on the flip side, you know, Luka and Kyrie, as good as they are, they're great players. They're not Jokic because they're not 7 feet, but they're two of the best offensive creators this game has. So that's my only concern for Denver, dude. Is like I don't like Jaden McDaniel's a great defender, and he'll be able to like, you know, make life difficult for one of the two, you know. But Lou Dort did that too. You know, Lou Dort is a great defender in his own right. Made life difficult for Luka and shit, but there's just like I always go back to the, you know, Raja Bell once said, you know, defending Kobe Bryant in the playoffs, he said, you know, I'm not going to shut him down. I'm not going to hold him to fucking 0 points. You know, my job is to make his life difficult. And he's going to get his 30, his 35. But my job is to make that the most difficult 30, 35 he's ever gotten. And I feel like that's kind of the same way of like, whenever you guard a great player in the NBA, like that's kind of the mindset you have to have. You can't be like, oh, I'm going to absolutely shut this guy down because you're not. You know, you're not. They're great players. This is like top 0.1% players in the world. You know what I mean? You just gotta make their life difficult. But if you make Ant's life difficult, and we've seen this in this Denver series, but keep in mind, in my opinion, Dallas is a way better offensive team than Denver, given the fact they have Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, and then you got PJ Washington shooting the lights out, Derrick Jones shooting the lights out.
I don't know if you could say that, but it's definitely a different type of offense.
Different, yes. But I also think that they're the puzzle pieces fit better, per se. Because on one side, you got Derrick Jones, you got PJ Washington, who are both great defenders, right? And they're both, and for some, Derrick Jones turned into a great spot-up shooter all of a sudden in the playoffs, dude. This is a dude that was known for dunking his whole career. Now he's become a good spot-up shooter. Well, on the flip side with Denver, you know, you got Michael Porter Jr., who's not a good defender, who's a good spot-up shooter. Then you got Aaron Gordon, who's a great defender, not a good shooter, right? And then you got Jamal Murray, KCP, and Luke and Jokic, who are like their shooters. The thing with Denver and Dallas, though, is that Dallas has more depth, in my opinion, because you're also bringing in like Tim Hardaway Jr., Josh Green, has given him a lift as well. Dante Exum Jr.'s been playing, you know, some minutes too, whereas Denver just didn't have as many guys per se. They only had like 7 guys that they would play. So I think that's the biggest difference. But I mean, you know, Minnesota has their challenges too in the fact that they got 3 7-footers. You know what I mean? And all of them play. That's very difficult to defend. Well, I shouldn't say. Gobert, you don't got to worry about defending because he got no offensive game. His offensive game is fucking catching lobs. That's it. But on the flip side, Denver's, you know, they're too big. Their offensive game's catching lobs too. So that's probably shut down. And that was what killed fucking the Thunder. It's kept pulling fucking Chet away from the rim, giving those lobs. So we'll see. I haven't really broken the series down yet. All right, let's hop into NHL real quick. We got Game 7 tomorrow. Oilers, Canucks. We already know Ben's taking the Canucks, dude. We ain't even
Go
ask
Vancouver.
him.
Man, no, my boys, no oil spill happening. They headed to the Western Conference Finals.
This is literally a fucking crapshoot. 50-50.
You think so, Irv?
They could do it in dominant fashion, man. The Canucks looked dead in the water last game. And I know it's Game 7, anything can happen. But, man, if Connor McDavid have another game like he did last game, this game going to get ugly. Because from the start,
Usually doesn't put
the
him
game over.
back-to-back, though.
That's what I'm saying. He got to be aggressive from the start. He got to come out like he did Game 6. If he does that, it's gonna be a wrap because the Canucks they just can't. They can if they score first, then they get the confidence that it could pull them through because usually when the Oilers are in the hole, they can't dig themselves out of it. But if they score first and Connor McDavid sees some momentum, it's gonna get ugly because the fucking Canucks cannot keep up with their speed.
Yeah, I agree with that on that. I'm a little worried that they opened and fucking lit a fire under McDavid with that cross check. But I mean, we haven't seen Edmonton put back-to-backs up against strong teams, so that's why I think it's a crapshoot here. Big thing with Vancouver is you gotta stay out of the box.
That's my biggest concern with Edmonton is like they haven't been great 5-on-5.
Yeah,
that's and Irvin and I talked about this last week on Sunday when you were in Cancun, Ben. But I was like saying like I'm just concerned with them in the fact that on 5-on-5, like most of their goals come on power plays.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just stay out of the box,
no, that I mean they didn't on in Game 6, but yes, you. Again, I think Game 6 was an anomaly, but yes, you're 100% right there.
It's tough there.
Vancouver 6 penalties. Well, but they only gave Edmonton 3 power play opportunities, so can't be going to the box as much as both teams did.
I'm with Irv though. I think there's no oil spill tomorrow.
I think there's an oil spill tomorrow.
Ben's such a hater when it comes to
Vancouver didn't play the tight game that they usually play. They turned over the puck way too many times. And they can't allow Edmonton to play that aggressive hockey like they did. And it got to them. I definitely think that this will be a hell of a lot closer game than 5-1. I think Vancouver comes away with it, and I think it's a tight game.
What do you guys think about the Eastern Conference Finals? Panthers and Rangers.
That's gonna be pedal to the metal.
Yep.
Does the President's Cup curse live on or what?
I don't know. If anybody could make the curse continue is Florida because they nice. The way they play defense, and they only got to score 2 goals to beat you. So, but the thing about it is, are they gonna be able to score them goals on Sorokin? Because I don't know, man. The way the Rangers look on that power play, and even 5-on-5, you see what they did to fucking what's the name? They had a lead with like 8 minutes left. They scored fucking 4 goals and won the series.
That was insane, bro. Yep. That was insane.
They had a 2-goal lead and lost by 3 in the third period. So it's gonna be tough, man. I think this series is definitely going 7 games.
Yep, definitely agree on that because they balance each other so well. Or like you were talking about, Florida has such a good, strong defense, but the Rangers have a better offense, and they can put up goals quick. So,
but every time we shit on the Florida offense, they like put up hella goals in the next game.
They got 2 great goalies. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good series.
Do you bet the under each game or do you bet the over each game?
Oh no, I think early you got to go with them overs because man, the Rangers could fucking score 4 goals in 1 period. So
agreed.
And they like 60% on the power play right now.
Yeah, they've been insane on the power play. I mean, that's basically why they won that. That's basically why they won that Carolina series was because they were so efficient on the power play. And it
doesn't matter though because you know who's winning the cup.
Who?
We know Benjamin, the Dallas Stars.
The Dallas Stars.
The Edmonton Oilers.
It's already written.
Been saying it for months.
The Edmonton Oilers.
Joe Pavelski lifts another cup.
Lifts another cup? You mean lifts a cup?
Edmonton win the Lord Stanley's Cup.
An ex-Shark lifts another cup.
Give me, it's gonna be Evander Kane. That's gonna be the ex-Shark lifting the cup.
Evander Kane's gonna be fucking lifting. I don't know what a broke people lift when he loses all his money that he bet on the fucking Oilers winning the cup.
Oh God, here we go.
Did you hear they got in a fight in the locker room?
Nah, what was that? What?
Yeah, I think it was after game. Fuck, what game was it? After game. I think it was game 3. Oilers were up, and then Vancouver came back.
Who fought?
And he was calling all these, like, all the players just like fucking lifeless, and they didn't have any heart. They didn't fucking care. And one of the guys got up and shoved him and started a little ruckus.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him, dude. If my team lost like that, I'd be calling everyone pussies too, bro.
And somebody would have fucking hit you too.
Probably, but hey, it would just, thank you for showing me life, bro. Like, god damn, show me that on the ice now. Have that energy on the ice. That's what I need. Shit. Acting like a bunch of pussies on the ice and then fucking stepping up for yourself like that. Like that, nah, we don't need that. All right, let's move over to baseball. So there's a lot I want to talk about Major League Baseball because there's a lot happened this week. We got a lot going on. We got a lot of tight races, I would say, and we got some teams we thought were going to be good that have been like not that good, and then we got some teams that are making some runs here. Going on some win streaks. But the first thing I want to talk about, Ben, and I'll throw this to you, is the Giants. They called Luis Matos, and since they called him up, I mean, they've won 4 in a row. He has 17 RBIs. They have. I know they played the Colorado Rockies. However, the Colorado Rockies were coming off a sweep of the Padres in San Diego, right? Yeah. So like they were hot and they were off a 7-game win streak. So like I don't want to just like say like, oh yeah, the Giants, it was the Rockies. Like no, the Rockies were hot, coming into this.
Yeah.
And the Giants kind of their offense, which was, the one part of their team that was really, really, really struggling, has seemed to taken a step. Do you foresee this happening in the future? I know you lost Jung-Hoo Lee for the rest of the season. But do you think that this is like good thing going forward for the team?
I mean, I think anytime that you play a slumping team is definitely a good kind of kickstart.
The Rockies weren't slumping though.
The Rockies are not.
They won 7 in a row when they came into San Francisco.
Yeah, they're still not a great team.
We all know that.
We were talking about
not a great team, but they was hot.
They were hot. Though.
Yeah, they were hot. Yeah,
that's the key word.
Yeah, and it starts with the 4-1 win against the Dodgers. I mean, that was something that coming off of a 10-2 fucking beatdown. I think you really have to wake up there. So it's good. I think you also got to look at, we just saw a lot of these pitchers a week ago when we played in Colorado. So, I know you can say the same thing that Colorado just saw us, but I'm not packing it up saying, okay, this was a complete turnaround. You've got another 3 games against the slumping Pirates coming up. So
Pirates are no longer slumping. They're actually hot.
The Pirates have won.
They just won a series against the Cubs in Chicago.
Yeah,
Pirates are not slumping. And
they're 5-5 in their last 10.
Not slumping.
And they called up Paul Skeens.
And so they got Paul Skeens.
Yeah, the Skeens has definitely been the
Paul Skeens, not ready for the MLB. Paul Skeens, right?
Just wait.
Nah, man.
He had 11 strikeouts in his last start. Come on, man.
I'm just waiting for one. I'm just waiting for one bad start to see what
he had. His bad start in his first game. He gave up like 4 runs.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the bad start to see what happens with that. So, yeah, and okay, so they won the Cubs series, but when was the last time they won a series?
I mean, the Cubs were hot. They're a good team, though. It's not like they fucking beat a shitty team.
Yeah.
And they look good. They look good in that series, bro. Like, you know, I've been one of the most critical people of the Pirates all season, and they look good this last series. Like, if they play how they played this last series, like that's the Pirates team I've expected all season. Is great pitching, you know, great bullpen, great starting pitching, great bullpen, and mediocre offense that should get enough hits. But they haven't gotten enough hits since like the very first like 2 weeks. But now they're starting to hit a little bit in the last like 2 weeks. So if the Pirates can like parlay all that together, because they're gonna get good starting pitching. Like they got good starters. They got Paul Skeens. They got Jared Jones. They got Mitch Keller. Right, those are 3 legitimate starters, dude. And then you also can throw in who else do they got? Martin Perez starting. Like they got good starters, bro.
The Rangers miss him like a motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, I mean they got a better starting rotation than like half the league, dude. Easily.
Yeah.
And so if they can just get any sort of hitting, like this is a good team. That's the thing with the Pirates.
They have to do it though, and they haven't showed us that.
I'll say it comes in waves with them, and we're kind of in a wave right now where they look better offensively. How much so I don't know, but we'll see. Like, can they? They're not gonna slug their way through games, dude. Like that much is. If it's a high scoring game, they're likely gonna lose.
Yeah.
Unless it's Paul Skeens' debut, in which they scored like 9 runs.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll see Skeens on Thursday. So
whoo, in San Francisco?
In Pittsburgh.
Oh shit. I was gonna say Ben, you gotta get
Snell's
out there
coming
for that.
back. He's pitching on Wednesday.
Yeah, Snell looked really good in his last rehab start. Gave up like 1 hit, struck out a ton of dudes, so he looks better for sure. And like you said earlier, Ben, you said it. You were like he probably rushed. They probably rushed him too fast to start.
Yep.
Probably was the case. Because he looked really good. I actually watched clips of his last rehab start. He looked really good.
Yeah. I mean, you got Webb going on Tuesday, Snell on Wednesday, and then Mason Black on Thursday.
Mason Black is a fucking turkey tosser.
Yep, he's going up against Skeens, so that's going to be the game that.
Oh my god, we're hammering Skeens that day, dude.
Yeah, we taking Pit on the red line that game.
Shit. Hey, Mason Black, he got nice stuff, bro. He got a nice sweeper, but bro, he be leaving his pitches up way, like he be just serving turkeys, dude. Because he has he has nice break on his slider, on his sweeper.
Is that the one that he got lit up by the Dodgers, right?
Nah, he got lit up by the Phillies.
No, by
that's who killed him.
Colorado.
Yeah, he got lit up by the Rockies twice too.
Mm.
Yeah, he's got good stuff. And the crazy thing about Mason Black too is like he had like a 1.66 ERA in the PCL, in the Pacific Coast League, AAA, which for those that aren't aware or don't know anything about AAA or
it's the most talented
PCL.
AAA league.
Well, it's also the hardest league to pitch in because a lot of the ballparks are in high elevation.
Altitude.
Yeah, you got Albuquerque, Reno, Vegas, like Oklahoma City. Like all the parks play towards hitters. So like the fact that he had like
one game last week, the final score was like 17-15.
Yeah, dude, like that's PCL because the ball just flies out of the park in that league, bro. So like the fact he had a 1.6 ERA was like impressive, bro, but like he hasn't been able to showcase that in the major leagues yet. Unfortunately, he's really got to figure out because he throws his sweeper way too much, bro, way too much, and teams are just sitting on it. He's got to figure out another way to get teams off of it. He's got to get more swing and miss. Got to get way more swing and miss on that. All right, I want to talk about the Twins, my Twinkies. I shouldn't say my Twinkies. I really don't give a shit, but I do have a soft spot for this Twins team. But 0-6 in the last week, bro, and they
Best
just
team in baseball.
I mean, dude, I still think that like they have the potential to be the best team in baseball because like they have a good lineup, bro. They have a really good lineup, especially when healthy. When Royce Lewis comes back, obviously, and they have good starting rotation. They have a great starting rotation, and they have a good bullpen. But Johan Duran looks like shit. He just blew two. He lost 2 games in the last 3 days. He has not been good. He gave up 2 walk-off homers to the fucking Cleveland Guardians. And then on top of that, like, the Yankees just own the fucking Twins, dude. Like, there's just no way around it, bro. Like, they just own the fucking Twins, bro. You can just bet on the Yankees beating the Twins no matter who the fuck is on the team. But the Twins were on this, like, crazy hot streak. They score fucking, like, 1 million runs in 2 weeks, and then the last week they cannot score, dude. They cannot hit. They've just completely fallen back to earth. And I do have some concerns about them.
How many games were they on a run for?
They won 11 in a row.
11.
They won 11 in a row, and then they won, like, I think it was like 14 out of 16, and then they've just lost their last 6.
Yeah.
And they haven't just lost their last 6. Like, they've gotten obliterated, dude. Like, it hasn't been a good showing. But, like, the AL Central is, like, you got the Guardians at 30-17. You got the Royals at 29-19. And I still have my reservation about the Royals. The Royals only have 1 series win against a team over 500. Like, they've been blessed with a good schedule, dude. And I think that's the premier point for them, because honestly, like, outside of their, like, top 3 hitters, they're pretty average, like, below average offensive team. And then their bullpen is not that good. And their starting rotation has been great, but I do think that there is regression coming. But then you got the Tigers. The Tigers lost today, but they did win 2 out of 3. They won the series in Arizona. And obviously the White Sox. The Tigers I don't think they've faced the White Sox yet. I think they're the only team in the division that hasn't faced the White Sox. So the Tigers still have a lot of games coming up against the White Sox. The Twins faced the White Sox like 6 times. I think the Royals have faced them 7 or 8 times already. And the Guardians have faced them, I think, 1 series, right, Ben?
I think 2.
2 series. So the Tigers are the only team that hasn't faced the White Sox.
Yeah.
So the Tigers have and holding the Tigers to win the division ticket, that makes me feel a lot better, because we know they have the White Sox coming up, right? And on the flip side, like, Cleveland can't continue this shit, bro. Like, no Bieber, no Gavin Williams, like, this shit cannot continue, bro. Like, this shit gotta end, dog. Like, this shit.
Yeah. Guardians have played the White Sox 7 times, but they are 4-3.
Yeah.
4-4. Sorry, 3-4. 3 wins, 4 losses against the White Sox.
Jesus.
Yeah.
The Royals are 7-0 against them. I know that.
Yeah. I mean, I think a good thing that we have on our book is that we've got the Nats going into Minnesota. Oh, excuse me, Minnesota's going to the Nationals. Nationals haven't been great at home, but we need to get out of the slump.
Yeah. Well, facing the fucking Phillies isn't. Phillies are like the best. Phillies, in my opinion, are the best team in baseball.
Yep.
I don't think there's a better team in baseball than the Phillies.
But they weren't your number 1, right?
Who?
Phillies.
They were not when we did our. But we're not. We're not the end of May. They might be my number 1 team at the end of May. They're my number 1 team right now. If we're to make.
They were number 3 team. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Who did I have 1 and 2?
You had Baltimore at number 1 and
Dodgers number 2.
The Doyers number 2. Yeah.
Yeah, the Phillies are definitely better than the Dodgers. That's for damn sure. Phillies way better than the Dodgers. Way better. Better starting rotation, better lineup, better bullpen.
Digging.
I'm trying to get Irv's attention because Irv's over here just fucking bullshitting. But no, the Phillies, in my opinion, are the best team in the
When you talk shit about the Dodgers, I'm just going to go
even further.
But I mean, like, dude, you got to be you realize
talking sign language.
You know it too. The Phillies are probably
right?
the
Phillies. They definitely have a better rotation. 4 day 5 starters ERA is like damn near under 2 or close to 2. But as far as
They had a
the
better
lineup, the only thing
lineup.
the bottom of our lineup is just terrible. But if they figure that out, we'll be all right.
Yeah, but the bottom of the Phillies lineup is good. Like they got Sosa hitting fucking 8th, and he's batting like 280, dude. He'd be your guys' 5th best hitter.
He could be our best hitter.
No, your 5th best hitter.
No, he's not better than Teoscar or Wilson.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Yes, he is, dog. He's better. He's way better than Teoscar.
He has a better average, but he doesn't
he's better.
have more home runs, more RBIs.
Dog, he's a better defender. He's faster. He has more stolen bases.
Okay, we're talking about hitting. You said he would be our 5th best hitter.
Yeah, but I'm saying in the lineup, dog, he's got to be able to. That incorporates a lot of other shit.
Yeah, but you can't bring up defense when you're talking hitting. You said he would be our
the Phillies.
5th best hitter.
The Phillies
now,
are better than the Dodgers.
Player, then that's totally different.
The Phillies are better than the Dodgers.
Yeah, they're better than us right now. They have a better record. The starting rotation is better. But we'll see come playoff time.
Yeah, we will see because the Dodgers probably won't even face them because the Dodgers will be out in the first round.
Also not wrong.
That could happen, but I highly doubt it.
Hey, at least I didn't say the fucking.
We're not starting Lance Lynn this postseason, so it'll be all right.
At least you didn't say the Phillies had 0% chance to win the NL East, though.
Who said that?
Felipe.
Well, nobody saw the Braves taking as big of a step back, honestly. But even then, I wouldn't have said the Phillies have a 0% chance.
I didn't think the Braves would take this big of a step back, but I definitely didn't think they were going to be as good, and I definitely thought the Phillies were better than the Braves, for sure, and I still think they are. And the Braves, to their, I don't know, if we should say credit, but they haven't been healthy, right? They get Sean Murphy back on Tuesday. He's coming back. He's only played one game. They've had a lot of guys that have been like in and out of the lineup, but I mean, they got dudes that last year, I mean, were fucking Acuna, obviously. He was batting like 340. Now he's batting like 260. Just, I mean, the whole offense is like really regressed a lot. And then their starting rotation, I mean, Bryce Elder, prime example, he pitched tonight. I mean, the dude's a turkey tosser. He was like hella good last year. And like, even the numbers, dude, last year I kept saying it, dude. I was like, bro, this dude's going to get shelled. He's going to get shelled. He's got to get shelled, dude. At some point, he's going to get shelled. Like, the numbers just say he's going to get shelled. And like, he just like never did. And then this year, it's just like all come crashing down for him, bro. And he just like, he can't even get through 3 innings without getting outs, bro. Like, he just.
Yeah, today was bad.
Yeah, he's not good, bro. And they're outside of Fried and Chris Sale, which is like crazy to say. Like, and how do we think Chris Sale is going to pitch the entire season? I mean, he hasn't been healthy the whole season forever, right? Like, do we think that the Braves have a good starting rotation? I don't think so, bro. And I know they lost Strider. I know that's it. But we all on this show all agree that Strider isn't as good as the media has ever portrayed him to be. You know? Like, we all think he's a better reliever than he is a starter. Because we're ahead of the game.
There we go. There we go.
And the Braves, they're just not that good. They're not as good as they are. And I think the Phillies are going to run away with this fucking division, dude. Like, I think this division might be over by 4th of July, dude. Like, the Phillies might be up by like 18, 20 games, dude. At this rate. Like, the Phillies don't lose, bro. Like, they just don't lose.
They're not going to be up by that much, but
they might be. Dude, the Braves are not as good as they were, Ben. They're not.
Yeah, they're still pretty fucking good. I can see them maybe getting to double digits by 4th of July.
Ben, you want to hear some teams that have scored more runs than the Braves this year? Are you ready for this?
Oh, no, I know. The Braves only have 195. I'm looking at it right now.
Dude, yes. There's a lot of teams that have way more runs than them.
There's a lot of teams that have less runs, too. But how many teams have only allowed 157? That's the different story.
Yeah. Their bullpen's so good.
There's only one.
Who?
The Yankees.
The Yankees have had like one of the easiest schedules ever. The Yankees stink, dude.
Yankees put up a lot of runs and don't allow many.
Yeah, they do all that shit when they fucking play dog shit teams. What's their record against the Orioles?
I don't know.
1-3. What's their record against the A's?
I don't know.
2-2.
There we go.
The Yankees have beat up on a lot of bad teams, bro.
The A's are not a great team.
Not anymore. They were for a good they were for a good like 3 weeks, just 3 week stretch, dude.
Yeah, but the injuries are what's killing the A's right now.
Yeah, the injuries to the rotation is just fucking taking them out.
They can.
Dude.
That's one team that cannot afford any type of injuries to their pitching.
Yep. It's been they've been calling like random dudes up from AAA to like start games, dude.
Yeah, and they don't want to call up the top guys.
Nah, not to waste their time. Plus, they're not ready.
Yeah, but I would rather call them up than some of the dudes they've been calling up though.
I don't know, dude. Like, it's been an interesting couple of weeks for the A's, dude.
I know they don't got no Paul Skeens down there, but
if I gotta see another Aaron Brooks start, I might fucking pull my hair out, dude. So,
damn,
we'll see how that looks. And honestly though, A's offense is kind of taking a step back. All right, I want to talk about Alek Manoah, dude. 2 starts in a row. That look really fucking good. It's my guy back. Is the fat boy back?
looking like he is.
He looked really good today, dude. He looked really good.
And against the Rays lineup that has been hitting the ball.
Yeah, the Rays have been pretty hot coming into the day. He shut them down. 7 scoreless.
Yeah, I was gonna say he went 7-8 scoreless, so damn.
And he went 7. He went 7 against the Twins, but he gave up 3 at the end of his start. But it wasn't like all on him. He did have 3 earned to his name, but he looks good, man. He looks good.
I mean, yeah, you can say yes, you can say he's back. But
for how long?
For how long? Yeah. Because last year was fucking rough for him.
Yeah, I mean, it was rough, but maybe he was hurt last year and we just didn't know about it.
It definitely could have been.
Because, like, he looks like today, and this is the thing about him today is, like, today he was throwing, like, all 4 of his pitches, and, like, they were all, like, really good, dude. Like, his slider was good, his sinker was good, his fastball was good, his changeup was good. Like, none of his pitches were really getting hit, dude. Like, it looked like Alek Manoah from 2022. Like, it looked like the same dude that we used to, like, praise and talk about as, like, one of the elite starters. Like, that was the same dude. And, you know, to your guys' point, like, is it back for good? I don't know. Like, I need to see a little bit more. I need to see, like, 2 or 3 more starts from him. But what I saw today, I was very intrigued, dude. I was like, he's back, bro. His whip is down, you know, to 0.94 from 1.74 from last week. So he's not walking dudes like he was last year. He's throwing strikes. He's throwing good pitches.
He's not leaving the ball up either for people to fucking take him yard.
Yeah. A lot better, dude. He's been a lot better than last year. A lot better. Which is a good thing for the Blue Jays, dude, because, like, the Blue Jays were relying on Alek Manoah to be Alek Manoah for them to, like, take that next step. But also, the other thing about the Blue Jays is that they're expecting Bo Bichette and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and fucking oh my god, dude, why is his name fucking the dude that used to play on the Astros? They signed a right fielder. What the fuck? Why is his name slipping my fucking mind?
For
the Blue Jays.
Not
Seager. God damn.
Hold on, sorry, I'm pulling it up right now. I don't know who you're talking about. Where did he play?
He used to play for the Astros. Now he plays right field for the Blue Jays.
Turner?
Mm-mm.
Varsho?
Nope.
Kiermaier?
Nope.
Turner. Springer.
Springer. Those three dudes, they need to play well. The Blue Jays. So the Blue Jays right now, this is a good transition. Blue Jays are 20-25. They're 11.5 back of the AL East, dude. Like, this team has no shot of winning the division. They're probably not going to they're probably not going to make the playoffs. If you're the Blue Jays, do you consider trading Bozo Bichette, Vlad Guerrero Jr.?
I think you trade one of them. I don't think you trade both because I think that diminishes their core that they've been building so much over the years. And if you trade both,
Yeah, but their core has
basically give it up.
never panned out, dude.
Yeah, that's why I think you got to get rid of one of them.
Which one would you get rid of? Ben's got a Vlad Guerrero Jr. jersey.
Yeah.
Over his
Well, no,
left
but
shoulder,
I think
right
it's
shoulder.
I think it is Bichette because, well, that's tough. I think Vlad is the face of that team, but he'll also get you back more because people will want a home run hitter.
Vlad hasn't hit a home run in like 3 weeks.
The potential of a home run hitter.
Bo Bichette is a better hitter than Vlad Guerrero Jr. right now.
I'm talking home runs.
Vlad has 4 home runs on the year. I'm pulling up. I want to see something because I'm pretty sure he hasn't hit an extra base hit in like 3 weeks. I'm pretty sure he only has singles. I'll pull up his game logs real quick. Hold on. So I honestly, I think Bo Bichette's a better hitter. I think we are still living off.
No. I think Bo's a better player.
I think Bo's. Yeah, I think he's a better hitter.
But I think. I think Vlad probably gets you the better prospect, though.
I don't know. All right. So Bo Bichette, he had a double yesterday. That was his first extra base hit in 15 days.
Okay, but yeah, go look at Bo Bichette, though, because he's not doing that great.
Yeah, but Bo Bichette was a lot better last year than Vlad Guerrero Jr. was.
Yeah, well, this year he's not doing that great. 15 less hits.
Vlad's a single machine, dude.
And 15 less hits and 12 less at bats. He has 1 less double. He does have 1 more triple and 2 less home runs. 5 less RBIs.
Well, this year, yeah. I think with Vlad, though, you're really banking on his name more than anything. And the thing with Bozo Bichette, too, is like, I'm sorry, Bo Bichette. He's like not a great defensive shortstop. He's like an average defensive shortstop. Like, he should probably be playing second base, to be honest. But like, Toronto has this like fascination with playing him at shortstop. I don't know who probably fetches you more, but I mean, Vlad probably fetches you more just on his name alone because a team brings him in and like the name just sells, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that would probably be the one that I would trade or try to trade because maybe he gets you more in return. The only thing with Vlad is like he plays first base and he's a shitty third baseman, so like he can't really play third base.
He'd be first in DH.
Yeah, and like I just don't know how much value there is for like that position, especially if you're only hitting 4 home runs, bro. Like if you're a first baseman and you can't fucking slug. I don't need you, bro. Like, I don't need another Paul Casey, bro.
Yeah, put him in a short porch, though. It's 1 more.
Short porch where?
I don't know.
Because they're not trading him to the fucking Yankees, I can tell you that much. That's the thing, is like, if they're going to trade him, they're going to trade him probably to the NL.
Mm.
And it's like, who's gonna fucking trade for him? The Reds should trade for him. The Reds are in last place though, so I don't think they're gonna be. I don't think they're gonna be buying anytime soon. It'll be interesting though. So that takes me to my next question. Who do you guys think is gonna be buyers and sellers as we creep towards July?
I think the Mets are gonna sell,
Yep.
but the Mets are gonna have tough because they have big fucking contracts.
Except for Pete Alonso.
Well, yeah, no, but that's gonna be the big one.
And I was telling Irv, dude, I was saying the Dodgers should trade for Francisco Lindor because the Dodgers need a shortstop hella bad because Mookie is a dog shit shortstop, dude. He's not a shortstop. He should not be playing shortstop. And they could probably get him for super fucking cheap. And on top of that, the Mets would probably pay some of his contract if the Dodgers were to give them better prospects. So, like, they could either take one of the two. Either you take his contract and give us less of prospects, or we'll pay some of his contract and you give us better prospects. I think the Mets would be willing to do that. I truly believe this, and, like, I haven't read this anywhere. I don't even know that this is 100% fact. I just think Francisco Lindor to the Dodgers just makes so much fucking sense, dude. Like, it makes the most sense because the Dodgers need a shortstop very badly. And I think you slide Francisco Lindor in there and, like, yeah, he hasn't been great at the plate this year, but we know what he's done at the plate. We know what he's capable of. And with that lineup, I think he will definitely improve at the plate again.
Yeah. Love to see the Giants take a run at Alonso.
That would be not a bad idea.
Get rid of Flores at first.
Yep, that would be not a bad idea. I also think Jazz is going to be on the move. Jazz Chisholm. I think there's a few teams that could use him. I think the Seattle Mariners could absolutely use him.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how the two central divisions end up within another month, because the AL Central is very tight, other than the White Sox.
Yeah, I don't think anybody in the AL Central is going to be sellers except for the White Sox. I think all four of those teams are going to be in buy mode. And then as far as the NL Central, I think you're pretty much going to have the Brewers. I don't know. Maybe the Cubs are still there. I'm still not high on the Cubs, dude. Like, that starting rotation is definitely regressing, dude. Like, it's coming, bro. The regression's coming. Everything's coming for that team. Like, they played way above their head. I still think the Cubs are not that good. But the Reds fucking suck, dude. Like,
Yeah.
The Reds can't fucking hit. Like, that shit is atrocious. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, the Reds have, like, all guys that are, like, under club control. So it's like, who are they going to trade? Candelario? I mean, Candelario got traded last year. Like, they got some dudes that can be traded, but they're not worth that much. And, like, all the guys that have value, like, they're under so much club control. Like, they're not trading Ellie, dude. They're not trading Jake Fraley. They're not trading fucking Spencer Steer. Like, those guys aren't on the move, bro. Like, they're staying.
Yep. India's been hurt. You can't get anything for him.
Yeah. India might be traded by the deadline.
Yeah, it all depends on his injury status, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, his injury's been, like, minor. Last week he's been out with, like, migraines.
I thought he was having some issues with his leg for a while.
Might have been. They said migraines this last week, so.
Huh.
And, I mean, there's a lot of teams in, the AL Central that are going to be buyers, like the Tigers, Twins, Royals, Guardians. I mean, the Tigers could absolutely lose it. I mean, absolutely use a Jonathan India, dude. Like, the Tigers got Javi Baez going out there every day and striking out fucking 4 times a game, dude. Like, they could use a lot of help, bro. They could use a lot. I think the Padres are going to be buyers. The Giants, if they're in playoff contention, they're going to be buyers. Diamondbacks could be buyers too. So I mean, there's a lot of moves that the extra wild card just it makes it so tough to be sellers, dude.
Yeah, you have to be like way far behind.
You hate to be like,
but there's also a lot of time left though.
There's like we got like basically what is it? We got like 2 months.
Yeah, we're at like 45 games, so
we got 2 months. And right now in the AL, like if the playoffs were to start today, we'd have the Yankees, Guardians, Mariners, Orioles, Royals, Twins in the playoffs. In the NL, we would have the Phillies, Dodgers, Brewers, Braves, Cubs, Padres. And the Giants are only 1 back. Diamondbacks are 1.5 back. Pirates are 2 back. Mets are 2 back. Nationals are 2.5 back. So, like, I think a lot of these teams are still close. They're still in it. So, you know, like, I think the Nationals have a chance to make the playoffs, dude. I think a lot of these teams have a chance.
Yeah.
They absolutely have a chance. I think the only teams that are really out of it is even Marlins are 9 back. But who knows, dude?
The fucking Marlins have a worse record than the Rockies. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's 3 teams that are probably out of it at this point.
Who?
The White Sox, the Marlins, and the Rockies.
Yeah. Hey, the Marlins look better, though, as they get healthier. Their starting rotation gets healthy. Their rotation has been healthy at all this year.
Yeah.
But yes, that team does suck.
Oh, man.
It's been tough. Ooh. All right, should we get to some best bets?
Here we go.
Yep.
What do we like tomorrow, boys?
I like the Oilers money line.
What's the money line?
Minus 160.
Are you serious?
Minus 160.
Yeah.
I love the over too, but give me the Orioles money line. Give me the Washington Nationals plus 1.5.
Hold on. Oilers money line, Nationals money line.
No, Nationals plus 1.5.
Oh, no. What's the plus 1.5? Like minus what?
Let me check and see. It's at minus 120.
Minus 120. Okay.
And for the grand finale, give me probably take the under in the Mariners and the Yankees game. We got Logan Gilbert versus Marcus Stroman.
What's the under? 7.5 or 8?
8.
All right. Ben?
I just put that over bet in right now as we speak because I really do like that one. I think that's a great number.
For what?
5.5 for the Edmonton Vancouver.
Yeah, I can't believe that low.
It's juiced to the over. You're putting it minus 120, but 5.5 is low for these teams. I know it's a game 7, but these teams can put up numbers quick. I mean, 4 of the 6 games have gone over that. So it's been a little bit slower in games 3 and 4. But then I'm also going to go the Yankees and Mariners under tomorrow. It is sitting at 7.5, which is pretty low, but you've got Gilbert and Stroman on the hill. Both of these teams have been.
You and Irv are both on the under. Hold on, Irv, you said the under was 8. Ben said it was 7.5.
Oh, I'm probably me and Ben looking at different books.
So take the best number.
Yeah. Irv, did you like the under or the over on that one?
I like the
Under.
Yeah. Okay.
7.5 or 8. That fucking game can end 1-0.
Yeah. definitely agree with you on that.
Logan Gilbert has been pitching lights out. Stroman's been good at home.
Now Stroman has not been good at home. Stroman has not been good at home. He's been bad at home. I have a bet. I have a
on the road. I thought those at home.
I have a.
Well, anyway, the fucking Mariners can't hit can't hit the ocean if they fell out the Titanic. So, under.
I have a bet on that game too. It's not the total though.
All right, let's see.
So Ben, you
did not play well at Houston. He played well at first Detroit. He did not play well against Oakland in his first start. But no, I still like the under on that one. Stroman Gilbert.
That's your two best bets?
Yep.
All right. So I got three best bets for tomorrow, and I got one for Tuesday. So I got tomorrow
Vancouver money line.
You like Vancouver money line?
Yeah.
That's it. I don't know about all that, but
plus 140.
All right. So I like the Mariners plus 120 tomorrow at New York. Marcus Stroman's a fucking turkey tosser. He's not that good. He's a sinker baller, and the Mariners are 8th against sinker ballers. Marcus Stroman has a 3.65 ERA at home. So I think the Mariners get to him. I think Logan Gilbert's just a lot better of a starter. So give me the Mariners plus 120 there. I think it's really good value. I like the Orioles minus 107 on the road against the St. Louis Cardinals. I like the under 8 in Minnesota and Washington tomorrow. We got Mitchell Parker and Pablo Lopez. He has a great matchup under 8 there. And then also on Tuesday, I like the Celtics minus 9.5 against the Pacers.
Agreed. Do we have a series bet on that? Series price?
Yeah, it's like Celtics minus like 650, dude. It's just not a ton of value.
Oh, I'm sorry for like picking a certain number of games.
Oh, if you can get it at like 5, I think that's a good bet. But it depends on the price too. Like,
yeah,
anything under like plus 250, I don't think is worth playing. Because it's like, it's a very particular bet. You might as well just play fucking Boston every game.
Yep.
You'll end up being making more money. So
you said Baltimore was your second bet?
Yeah, Baltimore minus 107 at Cardinals. Dean Kramer versus Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray's a good fastball pitcher. Cardinals don't hit fastballs well. Cardinals haven't been hitting the ball a lot better, but I also liked the fact that the Sonny Gray not good against lefties. Orioles have been swinging the sticks pretty well in the last 2 days. I mean, they knocked fucking Kirby around today. Kirby's like one of the best pitchers in baseball. So.
And Irv, did you have one more in there? Other than the over in hockey and the under in baseball.
You like the under in Seattle and the Yankees like you.
Yeah, yeah. Did you have
under Seattle Yankees? I like the Nationals plus 1.5.
Nationals.
And I said Oilers money line, and I love the over too.
It was the Nationals. That's the one I was missing.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so you got the Cardinals winning tomorrow, Jordan, or you got the
Orioles?
You got your Orioles winning? Okay.
Yeah. Orioles are winning tomorrow. Fuck the Cardinals. I like the O's. Mean Dean Kramer on the mound, baby.
I got 2 Nets plays, but I'm not going to put them as best bets, but I think they both draw.
Draws, huh? What are they?
Salernitana versus Hellas Verona, 2 of the sorriest teams in Italian soccer, Serie A. 3 of their last 4 games been draws, and then I got Bologna versus Juventus as a draw too, because both those teams ain't been able to score. Their last 3 games all been draws, home and away.
They just end 0-0 every game or what?
No, probably 1-1. They could be 1-1, they could be 0-0, but I think they both ended the draw.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out with us. We'll be back on Tuesday. We'll be breaking down some Major League Baseball games, previewing, handicapping, talking about games on the Wednesday slate. So definitely tap in with us on that. Enjoy your Monday. Have a great start to the week. We'll catch y'all later. We are out. Peace.